All right, Dead in Hip Hop 2013, new year, which means new albums, and just like last year, we want to kind of go through our anticipations for this year in terms of albums that we're kind of looking forward to for the rest of the year, and this is it. So, Ralph, what you got on your list?
I got a couple joints on here. Well, one of them I got on here, Schoolboy Q, Oxymoron. Love the title of the album, just like I did Habits of Contradictions, because like I said last year, you know, I definitely thought Schoolboy tied in the whole album to the title, and I love when artists do that. So I'm really hoping that he does that with Oxymoron. Definitely checking out for Joe Budden's No Love Lost. I checked out the mixtape, Loose Quarter, and that shit was pretty dope. I like it. So, you know, Joe Budden's a lyricist, man.
What do you think about that track list? You saw the track list?
No, I haven't seen the track list.
I didn't see it. Is it good? You got a lot of commercial features on there.
Like who? Yeah, like who?
Off the top of my head, I think like Lil Wayne, Trey Songz. What? I'm serious.
He wanted to work with Lil Wayne.
But I can't remember if it was tracks that were not on Loose Quarter that would be on this mixtape, or if it was tracks I heard off Loose Quarter. But either ones, the newer tracks I heard, I didn't care for.
I know he had like he had a few R&B, you know, like I said, Trey Songz was one of them. It was somebody else. That was like really.
You gotta put Trey Songz on your hip hop album.
I don't mind Trey Songz.
I'm just trying to name some commercial. He had a lot of commercial artists listed on here. I think Future. I think it was. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Future was on there.
Of course he is.
You said what?
Of course he is.
With Trinidad James?
Huh?
Future. Oh, Future. Oh yeah, I think he might. I think he might have Future on there. There's a lot of commercial artists on there.
That doesn't surprise you, does it?
It don't surprise me because it's his album.
Yeah, Future's like the new T-Pain.
Right. What's the album? Yeah. What's it gonna be on? What label?
Who the fuck is it? And doesn't he have solo deal with?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who his solo deal is with. You know.
Either way, I don't think you should get your hopes up too much.
Yeah.
He is a lyricist. He is a lyricist, exactly. But he's really smart. He is. And if he has somewhere he wants to get to, he's gonna do what he has to do to get there.
Joe Budden has historically struggled with commercial albums that he's released. His mixtapes have always, you know, in the past have been good and very introspective, but his albums, man, he just can't put albums together to me. I don't really enjoy most of the albums he released. Was it No Escape?
I get all of his albums and mixtapes mixed up.
Me too, because it's like, I don't know.
I can't tell the difference. They all sound.
If it's released, you know, yeah.
It wasn't like one of the Mood Music's an actual album, and then he had all of the mixtapes.
Yeah, he released the Mood Music set as a box set for retail, but I think his last album was No Escape. I think that dropped when Cuban Link's album dropped. Not Cuban Link. I'm sorry. Shit. When Raekwon's album dropped, the second one. So I think it dropped that same year. Yeah, but I guess it doesn't match up with his mixtapes though.
But you know, we're in that era where mixtapes are going to be better than albums, yeah, especially for commercial artists. You know, because at the end of the day, they don't have.
He struggled with the first album.
Hey, but they don't have that much say so like they do on mixtapes. So,
yeah.
But I'm just interested to see. Just like Mike said, you know, he's a lyricist. I hope he doesn't dumb all the way down. But you know, obviously people know what we thought of, you know, the group. And when they came out with their stuff, the mixtape was dope. The album wasn't. So, you know, he's probably gonna take the Slaughterhouse route. But I'm still interested to see what he does.
How it sounds and everything.
Exactly.
Anybody else?
You know, I checked out Azalea Banks' mixtapes this year. Doesn't, you know, like I'm not really too excited, but I do want to see what the album gonna sound like.
So
she got an album.
I'll be honest, I had that on my list, only because not because I want to hear the album,
she talks so much shit.
Because she's always in some shit.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason, like she just bugs the fuck out on people, man. Like even.
Dude, I never even heard nothing.
Man, dude.
No, that's all she does.
That's her thing. That's how she makes her name.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, listen to what you're talking about.
She's not.
But
that one chick got in her ass though.
Angel Hayes.
Yeah. She got her ass.
Yeah. So that was on my list, not because of the product, but because I know there's gonna be some shit leading up to it. So hey, I mean, sue me.
Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is.
You're anticipating it for whatever reason.
She gonna start some shit. It's gonna happen.
I know this gotta be on B's list. J. Cole, Born Center.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, J. Cole's nice, man. J. Cole's nice. I think I underestimated him a little bit 2 years ago when we did the review. You know what I'm saying? But nah, J. Cole's nice, man. I like J. Cole. I definitely have more respect for J. Cole. I definitely think he is the star I said I didn't know he could be. So I give it to him. That dude is real nice. Dude is real nice. I had to go back.
What's the album supposed to be called again?
Born Center.
It was supposed to come out this month. It was supposed to come out the 20th, his birthday.
Yeah, but it's coming out February, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I hope he don't push it back again. So.
I got another joint, Rick Ross Mastermind. Y'all know I'm a Ross fan, so.
You really looking forward to that?
I want to see. I kind of know, obviously, what the route he's gonna go, but I like Ross though. Huh? I felt the last one could have been better, but it wasn't bad. I still enjoyed certain tracks on it. So, Mastermind. I felt like it could have been my what was the album before this one? Teflon Don. I feel like
you think he's gonna drop a mixtape before he drops his album?
I don't know. Well, he already has. I think he dropped like 2 mixtapes, like the Black Bar Mitzvah and something else. Drake is coming out this year too. Mike's favorite artist.
Really? Mike said,
a new album? Oh my god, I can't wait. Oh.
The title is TBA, so I don't know.
TVA?
TBA to be announced.
Oh.
TBA, it's the bitch ass. TBA, the bitch ass. It's gonna be the bitch ass album. He gonna be saying bitch ass shit, crying about some bitch ass shit. That's what it's gonna be.
And then Jeezy dropping this year too. So
Is it?
I like the mixtape. The mixtape was the last one.
What was the last one?
Shit.
It came out on 12, something like that.
He's not doing it for me anymore. Like,
No, every time I go out, I like Jeezy, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Jeezy. I don't know.
I think he lost steam or something.
It's the world. That was the last mixtape.
Yeah, because it came out on 12.
The only thing I think is wrong with Jeezy is I don't know if he took some lozenges or something, but he fixed his voice, and I don't like it.
Did?
You know what?
I don't like it. That was the one thing I loved about Jeezy. He sounds so nasty, but it's gone.
There was a story about him a couple years ago, but it was more so when he came out, that the way he raps and everything really puts a lot of strain on his vocal cords, and he like lost his voice or something, needed surgery. But I don't know if that's what changed it, but I agree with you. It's not as raspy and gritty as it used to be.
T101.
Yeah, it's not the
His
same.
lyrics aren't that great. It's just his delivery I like, but I just can't get behind what he's talking about.
It's that street shit. It's that music, that bass, and the trunk shit. I fuck with that, man. So.
Of course, what Ralph said, J. Cole, Born Center. Another one is, I think Absol and JSMN supposed to be doing a joint called Unit 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check that. I want to check that one out. I'm also curious too to hear Primo and MCA. They working on a project. Which Way is West? Interesting to hear what.
I love both those guys. I love MCA. I love Primo. I don't know if I love them together.
That might be
Unless
interesting.
Primo's gonna tailor his, because
I think that might be
always got
interesting.
that. He always has to have that smooth.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't know.
You think Primo can pull that off?
Primo, they work together.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Unless Primo
Yeah.
brings that sound,
Yeah.
if he's giving you a standard Primo beat,
No, that's not gonna work.
I don't know.
I think MCA sounds good over pianos. So
Yeah,
you need
he does.
someone that,
like a smooth piano type of sampling type of
That's
beat.
not what Primo does really though.
Not
Does
all
he?
the time. No, not all the
if
time.
he's giving them sampling them cuts.
I agree with you. I hope it's not that boom back East New York. type
Yeah,
of
it's
beat.
gonna sound weird with
Yeah, it's gonna
MCA.
sound weird, but I hope we give him that smooth,
MCA 's
some
so
smooth. Yeah, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm interested in hearing that project. What else? Ghostface supposed to be dropping the Supreme Clientele Part 2.
Oh, yeah,
this
this,
year.
yeah.
I wanna definitely check that out. I gotta check out the homie Ghostface.
He has 2 albums coming out.
Yeah,
this
but
year.
I think
Isn't
this
that
one
weird.
Yeah, I think this one is like a joint. It's a joint album. I forgot what the other artist's name was though. And it's supposed to be executive produced by RZA or whatever. I think RZA's supposed to have his he's supposed to have his hand deeply into this project. But Supreme Clientele, that's the one I'm looking forward to because the first one is just like a classic. I love that fucking album. Yeah, Earl Sweatshirt supposed to be dropping doors this year. So looking forward to hearing that. One of the, I guess, most supreme lyricists in the Our Future group. What else? Shit.
You ain't fuck with that new Ashanti?
Get the fuck out of here.
What you mean?
Mike always say some shit to throw me the hell
Ashanti
off.
dropping an album?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I like it.
She ain't with Nelly no more. She ain't got no money. That's right.
Oh, she's not with him anymore?
damn.
I know that was fucked up. That was fucked up, son. But another one.
That relationship.
Hopefully Pusha T finally supposed to drop his debut album under Good Music. My Name Is My Name. Danny Brown. Oh, definitely looking forward to seeing what he's gonna do after dropping Triple X. Is I just need to hear this one and see.
What do you think about him saying that this album will be funny? Like he said, he's gonna have like.
I said it wouldn't be funny.
He said wouldn't be
I thought
funny.
he said it would be more serious.
Oh, okay. I think I heard it. Oh, okay. I heard it backwards
supposed to be
then.
like a really serious
Yeah.
album. So it's usually when an artist always make a dope project, when their last album is really, really good, it's always interesting to see where they're gonna go with their next project. So yeah, I'm interested in hearing that one. Kid Cudi's supposed to be dropping an album this year.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have like a lot of
He
features.
going back to the, kind of rapping.
Yeah, and it's gonna have like a lot of features on there, like Kanye, J. Cole, I think supposed to be on there. And, I mean, a lot of artists. I don't know.
I miss Cudi, man.
Yeah, he's put.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
He didn't even have mixtapes or nothing.
Well, that's because
he did that little
He did
rock.
that
that
Wizard
fucking
thing.
that terrible Wizard album.
Yeah, that Rock Wizard album.
Oh man, that was horrible. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it wasn't.
I won't even listen to it.
Yeah, I listen to him.
I was real disappointed.
Damn. Yeah, well, I think that's all my albums I got off the top of my head right now that I'm looking forward to. I know mixtapes are gonna drop when they drop. I can't read. Usually there's no dates on mixtapes, so it's just like when they come out, you be like, oh shit. But I know I'm probably forgetting some albums. I feel bad that I probably am forgetting a couple.
Dre Detox.
It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out in March.
No. What you need to ask this nigga is Jay Electronica. That's what you need to ask this nigga.
People are anticipating that. Do you think this is the year that he's gonna drop?
Who comes out first? Detox or Jay
Electronica.
Jay Electronica
Yeah.
my first,
Jay
but
Electronica.
I think, and you and I had a discussion
We can
about
bet.
this,
We can bet.
but I think if I'm Jay Electronica, I know that this could be the year that it could be all about me, because there's been a lot of people waiting for Jay Electronica for the last few years. He could really come out and dominate the hip hop news cycle if he plays it smart and does it right.
So what's the winning game plan and strategy for Jay Electronica coming from Ken? What's the game plan?
Yeah,
really?
Just
All he has to do.
start talking
He
about
released
it.
enough
Yeah.
joints, man.
That's all you gotta do is just drop it.
Yeah.
It'll speak for itself.
Yeah, right. So just drop the damn album. People waiting for it. It's gonna. I think it would sell pretty good if he was to release it, because the longer he's going, the more people are just like, I don't care if this.
Yeah,
shit
that's how
comes out.
I am.
Yeah.
That's where I am with
It's
it.
like, if he don't drop it
if he
this
don't
year,
drop
dog,
it this year, I'm like,
it's
man, fuck Jay. I'm on my fuck Jay Electronica shit.
Like, for real. Like, you
telling
got to
y'all
be
that.
bumping Exhibit A and C. Yeah,
If it doesn't come out this year, then yeah, it's not coming out.
Can't predict that shit.
Really, in all honesty, I only have like 3, because I think you talked about some of the albums that were on my list. But one of the ones that I have is To Live Kweli, Prisoner of Conscience. I kind of want to see what he does with that. I listened to the mixtape that he dropped, and it was okay. But I'm a To Live fan, so I kind of want to see what he does with his album. He always seems to kind of step into some type of controversy here or there. But so that's one. The other one that I have on my list, and I have to do the Clutch Brady too, is Gunplay, man. I fucks with Gunplay. I really want to see what he does with his album. I haven't had a chance to listen to Cops and Robbers that he just dropped yesterday, but I fucks with Gunplay, so I really want to see what he does. He's on Maybach Music Group, right? Yeah, so I'm curious to see what he does with his album.
I do too, man. Out of everybody at MMG, right, outside of Stolly, everybody else has been able to build the buzz and maintain the buzz and then drop an album. Gunplay hasn't done that. He's been like the longest dude that's been on it. How many mixtapes has he dropped compared to albums?
He just dropped one. I think he dropped 2. He dropped he dropped the one about Snort and something, and then he just dropped Cops and Robbers yesterday. But if you look at the controversy Gunplay stays in, and you look, he's in the news cycle. So people will always be talking about him. And if you look at the feature he had on Cartoons and Cereal, so yeah, so he's in people's yeah. So people talk about Gunplay. It may be for the wrong thing sometimes, but when he drops a verse, like people be paying attention to him. And the third one that I have on my list is I'm really curious to see what Trinidad James
I was gonna say that
with his album, because he went from here to here so fast with this one song, All Gold Everything, and it's that one hit. But most of the songs that he does is not like that. So how do you follow that up with another hit single.
Do you think he's gonna actually drop an album though this year? Being that you think he's gonna kind of ride on that mixtape?
Yeah, I think he's gonna drop an album. I think he almost has to drop an album this year.
Later on, but he was talking about having more singles off this mixtape.
That's what I
Like
read,
Females
too.
Welcome, he said on the radio when I heard him, he said that he was gonna potentially drop that one as the next single. But he definitely wanted to do some more singles off the mixtape
It would be
first.
smart to kind of keep people. I think for one, you get to kind of see what the people like. Do people really fuck with you, or do they fuck with that song? You know, I think there's a big difference.
But you know what? Like, a lot of people fuck with that song, but because he's in Atlanta, he's getting a lot of other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the remix to All Gold Everything, 2 Chainz, Jeezy, T.I. You know, in the interview I heard, Rocco wants to work with him and stuff. So he's got a lot of people. He has the buzz. He has a lot.
Rocco?
Yeah. A lot. Well, I'm just saying. I think Trinidad is gonna be fine in 2013.
But do you think his album will sell? Because if you look at what has happened with artists that come out in the same lane as him, say for I don't know what Chief Keef what Chief Keef how did Chief Keef perform record sales wise? Does anybody know?
I don't know. Doesn't
But
matter. I heard very poorly.
Yeah, so when you
Very
look at
poorly.
guys like him that have like that one hit song, that one hit single, and then they drop an album, you know, and it don't move units. Like, I'm wondering, will Trinidad James be struck with that same, I don't want to call it curse, but that same curse as well, where you have this hit song, that's all people care about, and then you drop an album and nobody want to hear anything else you're talking about. You know, so I think he's vulnerable there. I think Trinidad James is vulnerable there.
People forget about him real quick.
Yeah, I mean, and Krayshawn came out, and she had that big
that is
hot ass
similar.
single and didn't do shit.
That album was terrible, man. That album was so bad.
So yeah, Trinidad James can fall on that.
Yeah,
same.
I think Trinidad
I hit
James.
it, but I don't love her. I mean, shit, she could get it.
Yeah, I think that. I think just historically looking at the artists that have had those big songs, when they drop the albums, nobody cared because nobody's really connected to the artist like that. They just connect with the song. Yeah, so I don't know. So those are my 3. That's all I got.
I'm the same way. I don't have that many albums either. I haven't really heard about nothing that was really making me jump up and down except for the ones that they named. One that I know you left off is that Country Cousins album with Big Crit and Yellow Wolf. That's supposed to come out this year. I definitely want to hear that because Yellow Wolf's been doing
He been
some
doing
pretty
some
mean
crazy
shit.
ripping shit. Yeah, after Radioactive, which is good.
Yeah.
I mean, we already know
Well,
Crit.
Crit's
though,
gonna
yeah,
do that,
yeah.
but after Radioactive, it was kind of like, uh-oh, what the hell is going on with Yellow? But that
And he
Psycho
had that
White
drop-ass
shit was
EP.
pretty decent.
Yeah, that dope ass
You
EP
know,
out.
well, I liked his verses. I didn't really care for the production that much. But either way, y'all probably won't care. But the new Ill Bill, I think, is gonna be dope. I forget what it's called, Grimy something. That shit's gonna be nasty. What else? Shit, what else is coming out? That LP and Nick Diamond's EP is gonna be pretty fresh, I think. But that's pretty much all I got.
Blockade? I thought you was gonna say that.
I mean,
Capture the song.
well, they already released like 2 or 3 EPs, so I mean, it's just like
I think
my anticipation is kind of already gone for that, because it's like, what could they do with the album that they didn't do with the EPs that they already dropped?
Never know.
You know, that Esoteric and Inspector Deck album,
Sarface.
Space, that shit's gonna be nice. I hope, because I mean, Esoteric's dope, and Inspector Deck is dope in his own right. Can't think of nothing else.
Yo, at ABC, who said that they was gonna do a joint EP together?
Not an album.
Big swole dude.
Torre and Scott.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm also
I think
anticipating
that's
that.
gonna be an album.
Yeah.
That's gonna be EP. That's gonna be an album.
Okay, either way,
That's gonna be an album.
I just remember
That's one I
somebody.
forgot.
Yeah,
That was one I forgot.
Yeah, because Sky Zoo's album was dope as fuck last year too.
You're not looking
So-
for
Nobody's
Jurassic?
looking.
I forgot one though.
Nobody's looking forward to Tyler's one. Tyler Creator.
I mean, I had it on. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we all know how Goblin went. Our Future has kind of disappeared. You know.
Yeah.
So.
But he's like the main actor. But you don't think they disappeared because Tyler hasn't been doing anything?
That's exactly why.
That's what I'm saying. So does that make that doesn't
Does
draw
Earl
any
bring up
type of
does Earl put him back on
anticipation?
I don't know, because I think that whole draw of theirs has kind of faded
Faded out,
because
yeah.
they were really huge when they were a mystery. They're no longer a mystery because they're on fucking MTV. They're everywhere. They're
Yeah, like,
running
didn't they have
around.
a little show on
Yeah,
MTV?
they had a show on MTV. They're all running around making jokes. it's like right now, Pro Era's the new Odd Future. You know, like people are really onto these dudes. I think the Odd Future thing is kind of it ran its course, and that's what happens when you throw yourself out there as almost a gimmick. You know, it doesn't last.
The problem they had was they left. They stopped doing stuff. Like, we know that people started talking about them when Earl came back, but it was really mainly about Earl and not really about the rest of the group. So, right, when you have people talking about you and the mystique is gone, like, you have to take that and turn it into something else, and you have to stay in people's minds and ears, because once you don't, man, people are gonna move on to something else, like Pro Ever or even like ASAP Mob or this whole ASAP movement.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Is it me, or does it feel like Frank Ocean has like evolved past Odd Future?
Yeah, we said that before.
He was the one that I felt like was not being held back at all by those dudes.
Right.
Not held back the wrong term, but you know.
Yeah, he was the one that was already out there. It wasn't really a big mystery behind him. It was like he was already out there.
And it was like no matter what Odd Future did, it wasn't gonna hurt Frank Ocean.
Right.
The only thing that can help Odd Future right now is if Earl's album is the best shit to come out this entire year.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't think what if Tyler's is good though?
I think people just not talking about him though. You know, like it's if anything, people looking for Earl, and that's it. And then the other projects they released last year didn't really. I mean, they didn't do that much.
Earl coming out and saying that the album is not going to be anything like his mixtape that put him on the map. That's kind of a problem.
He's
he's
like interested to hear it.
Yeah, because he's like
how this album gonna sound, man.
He's like this album is not. You're not going to hear me talking about rape and killing people. This is going to be a serious album. It's
like Tyler said.
That's what Earl said. So it's like, well, that's what put you on the map for. I don't know if you can really pull an M this early in your career.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is a serious time for you.
Yeah. No, I think lyrics put him out there because people were saying like, yo, Earl is dope lyrically. Like,
right, he is dope lyrically, but it was also what he was talking about. M was dope lyrically, and he's still dope lyrically, but since he changed his subject matter, people were like, well,
I think that more applied to I personally think that more applied to Tyler than Earl. I think people thought Earl was more adult. I think the lyrics came first with Earl and not necessarily the subject matter.
I think people appreciate that.
I didn't like him for the subject matter. I liked him because he just sounded like the way he sounded, the way he flowed. Yeah. That's what I liked about Earl.
People rave about his technical ability. They always say that he's like a master at that. But you know, at the same time, Odd Future, they're known for kind of this one sort of thing.
Right.
And that was what he was delivering when he dropped his music, when he was rapping, when he dropped the EP. So to come out and say, yeah, you know, I'm gonna do a total, like, first of all, you've been gone for Lord knows how long,
right?
And nobody knew where the fuck you were. You were in Samoa somewhere, and then you come back, and you say, yeah, well, you know, I'm back, and now I'm gonna give you guys something new. It's like, well, wait a minute, can we get what we had before, and then you try something else?
Dope ass verse too, though.
Yeah.
And the verse was nasty. He should have rode off it. And how long ago was the verse? A year ago?
And see, he wasn't talking like shit like that in that verse, right? It was just dope. It was just a dope verse, wasn't it? It wasn't like he was talking about raping or shit.
You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think because he's talented, I think whatever he does, it's gonna be interesting enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm interested in hearing.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting enough.
Another one too. I forgot to shout out Detroit. Clear Soul Forces and Nameless dropping Fab 5 this year. So I think in a couple of months, I'm looking forward to hearing that.
Any more of your cousins you want to?
Fucked up, right?
No, that's all from the D right now. The last one I'm looking forward to is Mos Def and Manny Fresh. They working on something together. I'm looking forward to. I haven't heard nothing.
Manny Fresh. I do not like Manny Fresh as a producer, dog.
What?
I don't like everything. There's some joints, but the majority of the shit, I don't like Manny like that.
What?
I don't like Manny like that. Nah,
he's talented, man.
Yeah, no, he's a talented ass.
Like, what's that song he did on?
Because when you can.
Okay, all right, Cash Money, but I don't like him outside of Cash Money. When he does music for other people, he made the sound for Cash Money. I love that Manny Fresh. I don't like when Manny Fresh works for other people.
Yeah, wait till you hear the song he got with Mos Def. Then just hear that shit. Wait till you hear that, because I heard the song he put out on YouTube. I was like, oh, that shit gonna be interesting. And I don't know if it's an EP or LP though, but I just know they working on something together. So yeah, I'm sorry, not Mos Def, Yasin Bey.
Man, fuck that.
Yasin Bey. Why you gonna, man? That's a dope ass name.
It is.
Like, yeah, why would you want to change that?
I know, dog. That name is so fucking dope, dog. Like,
that's what he does.
You want to change from Mos Def to Yasin Bey?
Are you surprised?
Like,
are you surprised?
I wasn't.
No, I mean, it's like, come on, man. Like, Most Def, though, that's one of the
I mean, I feel
That's
The
all.
dopest name. That's one of the dopest names out there. Most Def.
And
You
MC,
gassing
what's your
Dave?
MC
What the
name?
hell
Most
you
Def.
mean?
Like, that's, come
Change
on,
your
man.
government name to Yasin Bey.
Yeah.
I would still call you
Most
Most
Def,
Def.
right. That's all I gotta say.